Hi guys, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Elaine, and on my channel I like to talk about bags from mid-range to vintage luxury. And today I'm doing a tag video about shoes and bags that I was kindly tagged by Jess of Jessie Styles. So I linked her video down below, and the original creator of the tag is Sharon of In the Thick of It, and I've linked her original video down below as well. So today's prompt is matching your shoes with your bags. I will have to say I am not a shoe person. When I buy shoes or when I wear shoes, the most important thing to me is comfort. I was never really a shoe person, had a couple heels. When I find a shoe that I like, I will just stick with it until it's run to the ground and then reluctantly replace it with something else. So I rarely buy shoes, and lately most of the time that I do buy shoes, they're all secondhand, usually from the Real or Crossroads Trading, which is sort of like a Buffalo Exchange or Pluto's Closet. It's like a consignment type of store. Yeah, I just never was a shoe person. I spend all my money on bags and watches and jewelry, but mostly bags. But I thought, give it a shot. I decided to do like a whole outfit with each bag shoe combo, so you kind of get an idea of how I wear it. I use my style book app to create these little pictures, which I'll put up on the screen here. This is also the same app that I use to track my wears, and it gives me cost per wear. It helps me track purchase price and, last time I wore it and so on and so forth. I love this app. I've been grandfathered in. I've been using it since, I want to say 2018, 17? I don't know. I've been using it for a long time. I'm not sure if you have to purchase it now. And there are other closet apps out there. So just a side note, doesn't mean that this is the end all be all. It's just the one that I ended up using. And once you kind of go into a closet app, it's really hard to get out of it because you have all your pictures and data already in there. So not to say this is the best one, but this is just the one that I use. Anyway, so I made these little looks on the style book app. So the first one here, this is my Petite Arsan from Hermes. I use this mostly on the weekends. So this is sort of like my weekend casual look. The jeans are from Uniqlo. I like them because they're sort of barrel shaped, and then Uniqlo does free hemming, which I need. I'm only 5'4", and so most jeans are too long for me. Uniqlo, decent brand. I think if you don't buy a lot, they're not the most sustainable and they are fast fashion, but if you only buy one item from then a season, I think that's fine. And the top is actually a long sleeve polo shirt from Dunst, which is a Korean brand. I bought this off of W Concept. And the shoes. So these are my Adidas Tokyo sneakers, and I like it. I guess, they obviously are very similar in color and also very casual. These I bought new this past spring. I did put them in a video. I remember I put it in the video, and then I asked, what socks do I wear with this? And everyone's like, you can't wear no-show socks. And so I have been wearing it with regular socks, my socks from Japan, which I love. It's been working out great. Most of the time they're under jeans, so it really doesn't matter. So this is my combo for the weekend. That's the first combo. Next is sort of a going into an office type of look. So I chose one of the two bags in my collection right now that can fit a laptop, one of the two leather bags in my collection that can fit a laptop. So the other one is a Machino bag, the one that I reviewed. I haven't really been using that one as much, so I decided to go with the one that I was using. In general, I work from home. I don't really need to carry a laptop anywhere, but if I were to carry a laptop, I do like this one because it does fit. This is a Sangwon extra large Your bag. I talk about it in my Sangwon review. They unfortunately don't have this on the US website anymore, so I don't know if they just stopped making it or they just stopped bringing it to the US, but I really like this bag because it does fit a laptop and it's very light and kind of squishy. And so I paired it with my go-to, that's a Uniqlo sweater that I bought a while ago, like 3 or 4 years ago at least by now, but cotton, and I love it. And then the pants are from Madewell. Those are, I'll put it up here, but I did do a whole blog post on it. I bought like 3 or 4 pair of these when they went on sale a couple years ago during Black Friday. Once I find something that I like, I tend to just buy multiples in different colors, especially when it comes to clothing, because I'm not like a fashionista or anything. All my mental load goes to bags. So everything else is very easy peasy. But the shoes that I would wear it with are these Jenny Kane flats, these mules. I love mules. These are the pairs that I go for when I'm wearing blue. I'm very much into pairing navy with chocolate brown these days. I feel like that's a great combo. You know, keeps it a little bit interesting. The colors do go well together, I think. So anyways, these are Jenny Kane mules. I got them from the Real Real. They're fine. I wouldn't walk miles and miles in them because they are kind of flat and not as comfortable, but for like say an office look, this is what I would go for. This next pairing is basically my most worn bag with my most worn shoes. So daily for my everyday life, I'm in these Birkenstock Boston mules. I did do a blog post about it. And I mean, I've worn them so many times. Let me see how many times I've actually worn them. 416 times. And I have yet to resole them. So as you can see, they are quite worn. Soon, definitely before the next rainy season, I'm going to have them resold. For East Bay people, I like to go to this place in Orinda, which is kind of far from me now, but you just look it up on Yelp. There's like the shoe place in Orinda. Not cheap, but they do a really good job. So they do resole Birkenstock. And then the outfit that I paired it with basically is all my most worn items. I mean, this is just a daily summer look. Top is just a linen quince top. I love quince linen long sleeve tops. I wear them. I have them in like all different colors. I actually get them a size bigger. So right now I got them in a size. I have both medium and large, but I prefer large because I'll layer it with like a shirt underneath and then I'll just throw that on top. As I get older and I get more moles and such on my skin, sunspots, I need to be careful. And I don't like wearing sunscreen on my arms. It just feels greasy. So these linen tops are sort of my quick cover-ups when the brief moments I am in the sun. And then the shorts are from Everlane. They're really old, so worn that like the color has completely faded. Super comfortable. Basically the shorts that I live in come summer. So yeah, and then of course, I don't need to introduce my small puzzle bag from Loewe, which is the most worn bag in my collection. Shows up in all my most used bags videos. So basically this combo right here is just my most worn of everything. Next combo is my second most worn, you could say. So this is a vintage Bottega Veneta Veneta Hobo in I think the medium size. I used to wear this a lot. Not as much anymore, but I still love it. Very comfortable and it's like a fun summer color. So yeah, I would pair this with my second most worn shoes of all time, which is another pair of Birkenstocks in white. So in this look, I paired it with a very old, that is a Uniqlo skirt that I did find on Crossroads. And then the top is actually brand new for this season. It's just a t-shirt from their like Uniqlo line. It's a little Woodstock on the thing. So I maybe buy one new Uniqlo shirt a year in the summer, maybe every other, depending if I get a chance to kind of check out their website. But yeah, like I said, I don't buy a lot from Uniqlo, but I do buy it every once in a while, and I do find that it lasts a very long time in my wardrobe. So yeah, this combo, probably my second most worn bag and my second most worn shoes, and this denim skirt's definitely also my second most worn bottom. And last but not least, I would say this is my going out on a nice night, dinner maybe outfit. So this is usually my going out purse. It's kind of big and boxy, but it is, you know, really nice. I love the hardware. If I keep it over my shoulder, it's like not as bulky. This is actually, I should mention, my Hermes Roulis 23 in Rouge Oche sombrero leather that I got from Fashion File a while ago. Probably one of my least worn bags because that's how often I go out, which is maybe once a year, if that, but still love it. And then I paired that with an all black outfit with these shoes. These are from the Row. These are like some satin mules. Again, I love mules. This one came from the Real Real, very comfortable, and I love the little bow detail on it. And then I paired it with a top from, it's Modern Citizen. It's a San Francisco brand, mostly online, but I did actually buy this one in store. There's one in the city. And then the bottom is what I'm actually wearing right now, but well, it doesn't really matter, but it's a vintage Forever 21 skirt that I found at Crossroads, and it's been holding up really well. It's actually, I could tell, yes, it's like, you know, some sort of elastane, polyester, you know, synthetic fiber type of skirt, but it's held up super well. I wear a ton, and you know, it's definitely back in the, I feel like probably early 90s when, you know, black maxi skirts were a thing and like Forever 21 was big. And, you know, say what you will about Forever 21, you know, they are definitely fast fashion, but back in the day, there would be every once in a while something really good, you know, just like Zara, just like Uniqlo, like they will have their hits as well as their misses. So anyways, that is the last pairing. I'm not really like a style fashionista type of gal, you know, I really just love bags. But I hope this was somewhat interesting to you guys. And thank you again, Jessie, for tagging me. I will tag some other bag gals down below. I actually really want to tag Cassie Thorpe, though I don't think she would do a tag because she's so big, and you know, why would she be doing tags from, you know, little YouTubers like me? But she does have, honestly, the best shoe collection I've ever seen. So that would, to me, be very interesting, actually. But, you know, we'll see. Are you guys shoe people as well? Is it like a love for accessories in general? Or are you like me where you just mostly love bags? Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.